Darren is in court to claim £2,624, owed on loans he made to his friend to help pay for 2 holidays. Defendant Danny says that due to his current circumstances, he is unable to make any repayments and needs more time.
Have I got Darren here?
That's me, Judge.
I know, because your name's on the application. And do I have Danny?
Yeah, that's me.
How splendid. Now, I know it's a challenge to stand up straight for you. Well, could you try? I have to tell you, some time ago, and I do mean some time ago, we're now getting up to the 7-year period. Correct, Darren?
Indeed.
As I understand it, you back then were free and easy.
We were both free and easy back then, Judge.
Were you free and were you easy, Danny?
I was definitely easy and free.
What were your easiest parts? Don't answer that question, say no comment. Point
No
is this,
comment, Judge.
Darren. You used to go on lads' holidays.
We did.
Lads, lads, lads.
Absolutely.
That sort of thing. So where was this cultural trip going to be, please, Darren?
We were going overseas.
To where?
To Las Vegas.
Excellent.
Excellent. Where else?
Entirely cultural. And the point was, it's going to be a group of young men, correct?
Yes, it was.
And what was the mission of the week?
We were there was 3 school friends of mine, including myself, that were going on this trip and had kind of booked to go on this trip. We're very fond of poker playing. So we thought...
Yes, I know what that is. You sort of said it as if I'd never heard of it.
The purpose was to just have a splendid time in the US of A.
Understood. And the best place to go and play poker...
Absolutely.
...is...
Las Vegas.
Exactly so. Danny, you could not afford it, correct?
Correct.
So, here's the deal. This is very important, actually. We enter some complicated legal territory for you, Darren. What agreement did you come to with Danny at the time you left about who was going to pay, how and what?
We came to the agreement, Judge, that I would agree to put the cost of the holiday and some spending money for Danny on a credit card. So the agreement was that I would kind of fund the trip to Las Vegas, and then Danny would start to pay me back when we got home, and within a year, Bob's your uncle, all paid off.
Who's my uncle?
I don't know, Judge. I don't know. I don't know who your uncle is.
Well, not only is Bob not my uncle, that's your first mistake. Your second mistake at that stage is that he's a friend and it was just a chat at that point, correct? Did you sign anything at that time?
No.
Now I have to ask you, because it's subject of the case. You arrived in Las Vegas. Give me a sense of what it was like. For example, one night, I need to get a sense of common sense between everybody. For example, you just tell me what happened. Did you meet one of the charming locals who was going to show you around all of the local sites?
We certainly did, Judge. We actually arrived at our hotel, no less, so we literally had our bags with us, and we met a nice young lady who...
Just let me put that down in big. Nice young lady.
Young lady. Who asked us, are we interested in having a good time?
Just pause. Are you interested in having a good time? Yes, I had a similar case. Somebody came in and she was walking on the beach and she had a discussion with a local, and it's a genuine friend of mine. You see, similar sort of person, a bit naive, and they said to her, "How much for the night, darling?" And she said, "I don't know, I'm on the all-inclusive package."
Well, we were obviously replying at that point, saying, yes, we're really interested in having a good time, because that's why we've come to Vegas, to have a good time. It then started to dawn on us.
Dawn? Was this before Dawn or after Dawn, or was her name Dawn?
We didn't quite get her name, Judge. We didn't quite get her name because it quickly became apparent this was a lady of the night, shall we say.
She was a vampire?
Yes. She certainly would have sucked blood out of us.
Now, the point is, she was mildly thrilled because she, as far as I could gather, doesn't necessarily have, let's call it, immediately attractive clientele, and she believed one of you certainly looked famous. Which one of you?
Actually, I believe it was Darren.
And who did she think you looked like?
I was mistaken, or not mistaken, but you look very similar to Jack Black.
Now, here's the time that you had in Vegas, and it's important because you had a splendid time, correct?
Yeah, it's
and I
great.
don't think things are free there, especially ladies of the night and that sort of thing.
Oh, well,
let's have a look at some of the cultural experience you shared.
Yes.
Is that a woman you're standing next to?
That's a woman with lots of tattoos.
I see that. A hen do or bachelorette party charged us £1 to nipple a gummy bear off the bride-to-be's chest. Amazing at how many girls out there have tats.
Yeah.
I ain't so sure about this one. Now, it's a marvellous thing to be at the birth of a new verb.
I know.
Looking around. Now, what does to nipple mean?
It should be nibble, Judge. I spelt it wrong. It was very late at night when I was uploading the pictures.
Understood. Well, I mean, were her tats spelt correctly, at least?
Yes, that bit's spelt correctly. That bit is spelt correctly.
Understood. And were you there at the gummy bear nibbling?
I was... I definitely was. I definitely was.
Yes,
I mean, I
well-
love gummy bears, so, you know.
Yes, and they were free. What's not to like? Point is this. There you are at that second. Now,
Yes.
which one of this is this you back then?
It was.
Look rather different, younger then. Now,
Yes.
Danny with a pink wannabe, meaning the pop star
Pop
pink.
star
Yes.
pink, yes.
I understand. And did you have a splendid evening?
Yeah, she was great. She was she was a really nice girl.
Judge, can I just point out, in between there, can you see a bit of money that's...
Oh, yes.
This was the kind of thing that Danny borrowed money from me to do.
For more Judge Rinder cases, click here. And if you've got a legal issue yourself, get in touch with us by clicking over here.